Hello everybody, these are Delilah and Spartacus's Airedale Terrier puppies, born February 27th, and these are just the females, and they're about 6.5 weeks old today. They are doing awesome. So today I'm going to start, 5.5 weeks old. I think I said 6.5 in the male video too. Today I'm going to start describing the differences I am seeing in personalities and in size and in all that stuff. Every little difference that I've seen, this is Camo, I will be describing. Wow, you're just posing beautifully. Somebody should screenshot that. This is Daisy. I'll just describe every little difference I've seen, and then on Saturday, I'm mostly just going to let you observe them and watch them play and try to kind of follow each puppy around for a while. Here's Purple. So I'm going to start with size. So size is one of those things I always tell people. In Lakelands and Welshes, it doesn't quite make as big of a difference. In the end, you might end up 2 to 5 pounds different. But in Airedales, it definitely can really make a difference. They can vary greatly in size, especially with Delilah being as big as she is. So if size is really important to you, obviously you pick more a lot based on size. But I also want to say that, oops, all the puppies are out of my camera. Why are you guys all behind me? I also want to say that size is very, very, very hard to predict. And it does seem like the really big puppies typically end up being really big, but it doesn't necessarily seem like the average size puppy and the small puppies necessarily end up average sized or small sized. I've had little runts that I think just needed to catch up and kind of were getting bullied out of things and then ended up really, really big. So that, I know that makes it difficult if size is really important to you, but Delilah is really big, and I foresee all of these guys being at least probably 65 pounds at least. But you never know, and that's something I always would love to hear how big they end up. It's funny because it really, in Lakelands and Welshes, it does not vary very much. I basically hear, within 5 pounds, everybody, but Airedales, it can really, really vary. Okay, so size. Who is the biggest? Who is the biggest? I thought I wrote this down, but I didn't. I just did personalities, which might be easier to start with since they're all over the place. I was thinking. Oh, there you're hiding. Come on out of there, girly. Yep, here she is. This is Pink, and she is the biggest female. Oh, another thing that really varies is coloring. As you can see, she's got real rich brown, reddish brown on her face, which everybody in this litter does. I'm really tickled with that. So Airedales have 2 approved colors. That's grizzle and tan and black and tan. And 3 of our terrier breeds, when their adult hair comes in at like 6 to 9 months, that wiry curly hair, it really is a totally different coat. So you can have, all the puppies always are black and tan, and it can really come in grizzle and tan. I'd need everybody to always understand that. But if you're really trying to find a black and tan puppy, I always try to point out, look at the color of the brown, because sometimes I'll have puppies that are almost blonde in the color on their face. This whole litter really has pretty richly colored tan. This is yellow. There's really not much difference here, but hers is maybe a hair blonder. But anyways, I always want to say that too. So back to size. Sorry about that. I go on a lot of little rabbit trails. Pink is the biggest. And then I would say it is either Purple or Daisy. I think it's Daisy. They're pretty much the same size. So this, I'd say Daisy. So this is Daisy. No white on her chest. There really isn't white on any of their chests. There's maybe a few hairs on a couple of them. All of them have really, I'm so tickled with every single puppy head in this litter. Nice shaped head, beautifully shaped ears. These are all going to be gorgeous puppies. We're really tickled with that. So pink, then Daisy, then purple. We're going biggest to smallest here. This is purple. See, she's got like maybe one white hair on her chest. Again, really pretty coat. Her head's maybe not quite as black, and again, sometimes that can indicate the grizzle and tan, but it is definitely not a science. So then I would say, I think yellow or red. I think yellow. Next, I'm going to say yellow. So here she is. And I just put down wood shavings, and sometimes that makes their eyes water at first. Hey, you do not want to stay in this video, do you? Say, hey, I want to go back to that shade. Just hang on, I want to get a good sunny shot of you. No white on her chest at all. Jeez. Oh, you're funny. Sweet girl. Okay, so next, size-wise, would be red. No, actually, I'm going to say camo, then red. Camo, red, and sprinkles are all about the same size. And really, none of them are... camo's smallest, I think. So I'm going to say sprinkles. No white on her chest. Real pretty girl. Then red. And then camo's the smallest, but she's really not that much smaller. No white. Real pretty face. Red, I didn't probably look at yours long enough. Didn't capture you long enough. Trying to get all their heads for you. Again, awesome faces. Okay, so then personalities. This is the most important part anyways. They all want to be in the shade because it's actually kind of hot, which is so crazy. I hope you're all having a beautiful day, like we are. So, when I describe personalities, and real quick, pink, yellow, red, sprinkles, camo in the back, purple right here, yellow right here. When I describe personalities, I describe most energetic to least energetic. This is purple we're looking at. What I have found, and it seems to be very accurate over the years, I have to say, I think I've gotten pretty good at picking. What I have found that's camo is that, and if you've had terriers before, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you haven't, it's a little harder to understand. This is pink, Daisy's back there, sprinkles right here. Under the umbrella of being an Airedale, they're all going to have that goofy, energetic, fun, people-oriented personality. You just watched me move my hands. It's pink. There's also going to be individual personalities, and there are Airedales that are yellow, that are very alpha, outgoing, adventurous, independent, more stubborn sometimes. And those dogs all tend to present themselves as puppies, as that really energetic puppy, outgoing puppy, the puppy that's first to explore, first to check things out. This is camo right here. I can't see who this is yet. And then there's also the puppies that are real, or the dogs that are very laid back, still very playful and outgoing because they're Airedales, but they're just more, that's sprinkles. They're just more laid back. And again, if you've had an Airedale, you know what I'm talking about. It's hard to describe because they're still a really energetic breed of dog, but there's just different variables, I feel like. And those dogs a lot of times present themselves as downright shy and quiet, and sometimes they seem very timid. And I promise you, I don't have any of those really timid puppies in this litter. There's Daisy. But I always have people that are worried they're not going to be playful and fun and outgoing, and that is just not the case. You are getting an Airedale, and that is what you are going to get. They are awesome people, playful dogs. Purple, sprinkles, pink. So, I'm already at almost 10 minutes long. That's why I'm emphasizing so much the order of most energetic to least energetic. To me, when I personally am picking my dog out, I think about what kind of Airedale or Terrier I need, which for me in my kennel, a lot of times I need the most laid back one because I have a lot of dogs and it's not good to have a bunch of alpha dogs. So you need to think about that. Like, do you have another dog? Do you have a really alpha dog? Do you want a really outgoing dog that is going to be exploring and independent? And Daisy, Pink. So I go off of that first, and I try to find personality-wise the dogs I'm looking for. And then I look at their faces. And honestly, like in this litter, they've all got the heads and ears that I would look for. That's what I look for in looks, is typically the heads and ears. And they've all got that. So really then it would just come down to personal preference. Sometimes in the past, like when I've bred my own dogs, this is pink, yellow, and purple, and Camo, I pretty much narrow it down to 2 dogs or something, and then I just give up my choice and say, well, whichever one you want, because I'm fine with either one. Anyways, so also the next thing I need to say is that there's 7 females here. This is yellow. And I know it's a super, super important decision, and I never want to rush anybody. This is Pink, because honestly, it is so fun and important. But it's really important, especially for those of you, actually the people at the beginning usually have the hardest time and take the longest. But it's really important for those of you, even if it's not your turn yet and you feel like, well, maybe we don't have to start thinking about it yet, to put some thought into it. Sit down with your family. Here's yellow. Try to get in order who you would pick. Like if you're number 5 to pick your top 5. You can do it quickly. You don't have to put a ton of thought into it, but it really does just kind of help you. Yeah, don't swallow rocks. Good thing I got it. Airedales are famous for eating things they shouldn't. Here's purple and yellow. So anyways, I don't want to rush anybody. I encourage you all to take a day or two, but there are 7 choices. So we do have to make sure that we are keeping it moving just for everyone else. I know everybody is usually dying to know who they get. So anyways, all right, it's finally 12 minutes later, time to describe the personalities. So I have, as most energetic, I have purple. And you're going to see this even more on the weekend video when I just watch you let them play. They'll be even more riled up. This is purple right here. She is usually the first to come visit me. She's the first to start trouble if somebody's wrestling. A lot of times it's her. But she's also not like, I've had really crazy outgoing puppies, and she's not. This litter, I don't have any extremes, which I am thrilled with this litter. We breed very strategically, and we try to have a bunch of really middle-of-the-road puppies. Okay, so next, number 2. First I have purple. 2, I have pink Camo. She's right here. She's kind of the same way. Not quite to the extreme of purple, but it's usually these 2 a lot of times, or all the rest will be sleeping, and these 2 a lot of times be wrestling. Number 3, I have Daisy right here. She's a charmer too. She is, again, not quite at the peak level that purple and then Camo are, but she's definitely up there. A lot of times one of the more outgoing ones. Number 4, I have Red. It'd be nice if they were just right in front of me. Come here, that's Red looking right there. Good girl. Good. Yeah, I'm talking about you. And we're getting right. These guys are all very middle from here to the end. I feel like I don't have any real shy, quiet ones. I have some that stuck out to me as more energetic, and then the rest are really rather middle of the road, which is a great place to be. Hi, Red. Oh, does that feel so good? Okay, so Red is number 4. Number 5, I have Pink right here, which, to be completely honest, I almost bumped her up, and I almost might put her over Red. It just seems like she's just got a little bit more of a wild streak in her, but I've also seen her kind of be a little bit more timid, so I don't know, we can put them as a tie. Red and Pink as 4 and 5. And then number 6, I have Sprinkles. Where are you? Daisy. Which, is that you right there? purple in the back. Come on. Come on. You got to learn to come when they call. Yeah, that's Sprinkles. See what I mean? She's a follower. She's not super independent. I'll go over there. I'm just looking at my list. Purple or Sprinkles and then yellow. Yellow. Oh, go in order, Ann. Go in order. I can jump ahead of myself. Here she is. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah. So these are my last two right here. I have Sprinkles as number 6. Hey, Daisy just took my shoe. Oh boy. And I have yellow as number 7. Now, yellow, and here's Sprinkles. Yellow is not like timid necessarily. She's quieter, but she is such a people puppy. And I'm pretty sure I kind of lost track because she grew before I got the collars on, but there was one female and one male that I had to bottle feed quite a bit. And I feel like this is probably her because a lot of times the bottle-fed puppies are just really people-oriented. So, yeah, that's the order. Wow, 16 minutes. I think this is the longest video I've ever done, but there are 7 puppies. So, purple, yellow, Daisy, pink. Man, I can't believe I talked that long. Sprinkles. Sorry, that makes it hard to even... That's Camo, yellow, pink, and red. So, thanks if you're all still watching.